I don't know if I build a wall that short, huh? It's a little funny. That's a wicked mud flood, huh? Hey, in my picture. Wicked mud flood, huh? Hey guys, it's Henry here with Roadside Opener. What this is here is a little project with me and my buddy Brandon over at Dead Replica. You haven't seen his videos yet, but we got something premiering soon. Exciting new channel. And it's gonna be pretty cool. There's a lot of exciting stuff here in New England. We're in the North Shore, residents of Salem, Mass. Salem, Mass. And okay, I'm from the South. I moved up here to Boston like 20 years ago. So sometimes my accent can go back and forth, but don't worry about it. Let's just roll with it here. Roadside Opener, baby. So this is the whole concept, okay? We're just going to stop at the side of the road, see something cool. You know, you don't want to get in a car accident. You want to just stop the damn car, take a moment, and get your flip phone out or your camera phone and then just shoot that shit, you know? Share it with the world. Because we've got to build a paradigm here, people. We got to share the information, share the knowledge, reclaim Tartaria. Got to unbury that shit, right? Hey guys, it's Henry. I'm back, and we're about to go roadside for the roadside Tartaria. Someplace I was driving. I'm just gonna show you on the map. This place I drive all the time. Just my day, on the daily, weekly anyway. So let's go down in here. Sorry, back up. This is Salem. Okay, that's that North Street. And then Henry's right up over here, Costner's Graveyard, okay? Right up on this corner. You guys don't need to know about that though. Anyway, so I was driving the other morning, and I come back. On my way back, just think I saw quite a bit of Tartaria just all along here. Just come through Danvers and along Salem, okay? Let's just zoom in there. Well, where do you start? Where do you stop? That's the problem around here, really. Just so much of it. Look at this building here. It's looking very red and white. I don't know, is it a bricker? I'm not sure. But this building definitely. And look at that turret, the copper roof. And this beautiful stone building. We know there's probably melted brick, right? Get that kind of look. But I don't want to get into all that right now. Let's just zoom down in here. Come along this way. And the first stop could be right here in this corner. Okay? The roadside Opener. A little floodage here. Those bricks look real bloated. Not sure exactly what happened to that wall, but they've... I saw the embankment. See that kind of thing, you think Tartaria. And those steps look buried to you or what, huh? Just bring a backhoe, fill that in with dirt. A little more roadside Tartaria for you here. Tell you what, it's just like every 10 feet around here, every 100 feet. This wall's flooding over, falling over because of the, the dirt, heavy fill here in that house. Looks it's a little squat to me. I'm no, I'm no artiste, but the proportions look a little off. When we come up here to this yard, look at this, huh? I mean, it's flooded, kid. It's melted, heated, bloated.
See that foundation of that house? Yeah, they filled these walls right up to the brim. It's kind of stupid structurally. Pretty cool though.
So hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that first little taste of what this show about with that preview of some roadside attractions here in the Salem area. Also in this show, we want to be looking at some old photos that you're used to seeing and some other documentation of this area. And that way we try to reconstruct this Tartarian history, the heritage here that is buried virtually everywhere I tend to step. I've seen it more and more. So please forgive me if this show thematically is a little loose. I want to show you so much of that buried Tartaria at the roadside, but also what I consider to be an energy grid having existed here back in the 1800s. All right, thank you. Enjoy the show. Okay, let's get in the slideshow here. Here we go. So, oh Christ, now it's playing. Now we don't want that. Let me try this again, guys. Sorry. I tell you, I am new to this. Yeah, so I thought I started out here on Washington Street in Salem, Mass. Basically what you have here is, this is a train station, okay? But that's not there anymore. They tore that down. You know, all the wisdom, I don't even know how they make these decisions. You know, the logic seems very marginal. Beautiful, beautiful train station. Look at this bric-a-brac kind of Lego construction. I mean, glorious. I like to look at this picture because, gosh, I'm reminded of better times. This here is, that's what we're going to call a light rail. Light rail, folks. So look at this light rail here. Do you see any means of propulsion here? Any wires? Or, I don't see it. You know, I don't, some electromagnetic energy. Look at these antennae up here, barely visible. Boom. You'll see this kind of thing all over Salem about 1870. And then it just goes downhill from about 1870 to turn of the century. That hurts my heart, you know. They put up them wires and the poles everywhere. It's so ugly. But this is beautiful. Light rail, you know, just humming along. Powered by what? Ain't no engine. Ain't no wires. This guy just sitting there chilling. Lady over here. Those were different times. And the world's gone in a different direction, but we about to take it in another direction, you know, bit by bit. Take it back. Taking it back to Tartaria. One roadside stop at a time.
This shit out. It's just around the corner from my house, and that's some archaic looking shit. Wicked archaic, and looking more than a little flooded here. You got 3 bricks each side, one in the middle, right? Huh? And it got melted there, right? Just maybe. And what do we have here? You got one. This place flooded or what, kid? It's a mess. I mean, look at this. Brickage. Flooded brickage, flooded yards. They made a mess of this place. About 2 bricks per side, so. Yo, does that look like mud flood or what? You tell me.
Yes. So what we have here is somewhat a light rail. It's like a beautiful thing. Okay, so and this is Salem again. It's by the waterfront, and it's I would say it's about 1870. You know, obviously the same time frame as the last photo, and a little cove right over here. You can see it. I forget the name of it offhand, but it's a pretty area still. But it's not like this, is it? So we have this 1, 2, 3. Going back into the distance, you see these poles all around the city at this time frame. And what that is a free energy grid, okay? No two ways about it. They call that a, you know, like a flagpole nowadays. We know those ain't flagpoles, okay? And it's just a, you know, look at this guy here. I don't know if he's some kind of a transition population or what, but what happened is he's just sitting there with a bowler hat, and he looks a little bit like he's got nothing to do. Kind of a strange little character, and this guy, you know, he looks like a ghoul, like he might not even be there, but that's just the effects of the photo, I guess, huh? That exposure, that strong darks and lights. Anyhow, that's just, I just wanted to reinforce that concept, that light rail, okay?
Because it was total bullshit cover up. Here we're looking at one of the original type, not a lightning rod, not a flagpole, it was a energy rod, a monolith, whatever the fuck you want to call it, antenna. That's the original type that you see all the old photos. It's the first one I've seen. That's the real deal right there, man.
Hey guys, it's Henry, I'm back, and let's look. I want to continue this theme. This is not where the video was originally intended to go, but you know, sometimes when you're doing roadside tutorial, you just shoot from the hip and you just go with an instinct, and that's what I'm doing here. So what I'd like to show you all is this, what we have here is some old, basically some industrial tartaria before the Great Fire, okay? This photo is, I think, from, it's got to be maybe 1890s to 1900. You see this, you see the telephone wires starting to come in, and you got a mix of systems here. You'll see this sky antenna system. I just pointed one out to you. That was not me, that was Brandon. And his brother down at the Salem Willows. That's a nice spot down there by the water. And they have one of these mast type sky antennas there, you know, left over. That was an original. I'm quite certain of that. And you see them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a little different from the building. And so here we have the mixed system. This is transition period, okay? Those dirty parasites are trying to get their consumable fossil fuel energy grid, you know? Charge everybody for that shit. Look at this factory back there, how totalitarian, how beautiful. These, of course, are all gone now because what happened was the Great Fire in 1914, and we don't see these nice buildings no more. And take a look at these dormers. This is a little off topic, but you see this on a lot of the buildings, okay? These were able to cool and heat the building through a sort of a passive system. What they would have, I've seen a patent for it, is columns underneath these through the building with small brass or copper piping. Okay, we're talking about, you know, like, I don't know, like 8 gauge or something, you know, like a centimeter tube. And many of those running down a column. And there's some kind of ionization effect. They pour that air down through these dormers, okay, and they exit another spot. They circulate the air. Pretty neat. Yo, seriously, there's buried tartaria everywhere, kid. That's New England.
Some more melted tartaria. Blocks. Blocks. Blocks on every corner. Yeah, guys, I was out for a jog. And little sidewalk, I'll tell you. This graveyard's right across from my house, and you know, just looking at this thing and wondering if we can figure out how exactly mud flooded this guy is. You know, there's a normal height gate they put in after, right? And here's this bit. I'm gonna wander in these people's yard. Look at this window. You got that. Well, mud flooded there. I don't know if you can see it, but that window is well below ground level, so I don't want to get caught creeping here, so I'm going to step back out. Yeah, I'm looking at a good 5 feet at least. You guys tell me what you think.
So this next photo here, what we have here is some Salem Tartaya grid. Sorry, the Salem grid continued, and what you see here is another pole, another energy pole, antenna. And here they've rigged up something for hanging a sign. Maybe I'm not sure what that is. That might be something to do with that's a spot there where you pick up some of that electromagneticity. And this is kind of a typical stereotype from that era. A lot of people just standing around posing for them photos, and what I like about it is this, these people gathering here, picking up on that free energy, right? Maybe it attracts them. It's like a nice spot to hang out. It's you will get a charge, so to speak. And when that happens, people want to come there. It's like the kitchen at a party. You ever been to a party? Everybody hanging in the kitchen. It's small. That's where the drinks are. That's how I'll be hanging out. But people end up just kind of bottlenecking in that kitchen. And maybe that's what's going on here. But also there's a photo, and the people love to get them photos, right? Nice opportunity. Enough about that one. Okay, oh, here we go. So what do we see here, guys? Just like the one I showed you with Brandon and his brother down at that Salem Willows. We got that same thing here. And yeah, so that's part of that grid, and this is another one. It's probably from that same series of photos, the same technology, a little crisper than them stereotypes, right? It's like a modern photo. That's a beautiful photo. Whether they had this technology 20 years earlier in the previous photo, 10 years earlier, who knows, probably, right? We find it out all the time. They had things, bicycles, 1400s. I saw that on one of them flat earth British videos. I like bicycles, and I thought, damn, they had them bicycles in the Renaissance. Why they hiding that from us? Anyhow, yeah, so you have here a little kind of blending of the two time periods, right? These wires are starting to go up, ugly as we have it today. And what is also interesting is this here, the lamps. We see them a lot. I believe there's a gas lamp, but maybe it's somehow interrelated with the energy grid, right? I can't speculate on that too much, but maybe somebody else has some information on that. And this is more or less like it looked today. We call it North Street. And if you want to go down to downtown Salem, you just head over this bridge. You're halfway there. Okay? Oh, look at this. There's something else. Another one of our sky antennas. There's a charging point in the grid. Another node. Another. It's all part of that field. These people had some shit worked out. And here again, in the winter times, yep, free energy, absolutely. I was starting to see this horse and cart come in more, okay? Which, whatever, that's the way to get around back then. You don't want to take that trolley. And here's the same building one more time. And where this is it's sort of the convergence of two roads and the peak of a hill. It must have been an important spot. And look at here, they have it all decked out. They want us to think that they're celebrating the birth of this country. This is what they told me online, okay? This is what the caption says. And we got the firefighters. There's an engine house there. It's not there anymore. And so, I don't know what to make of this, guys. Let's look a little closer. Oh, well, let's just read this now. Nelson Dean Collection, okay? View of the triumphal arch constructed at the entrance to Northeast Street at Bridge Street for the centennial celebration of July 4th, 1876. But come on, it's more like that's the birth of the nation right there, right? That's about closer time frame. 100 years my ass. This is just a fake history they like to show us. Put these banners up, make a big to-do, and this is basically just a takeover of the culture. And it's what's a little confounding to me about the timelines is that this is was before the onset of the robber baron age, and kind of like early days of the World's Fairs in the U.S. at least. So they're repopulating, but there's all this leftover tech, okay, which leads me to think there must have been a much earlier destruction, maybe 100, 200 years earlier, and you have the population hanging on, rebuilding a bit, but they're still using that, they still like that free energy. They still know how to work it, and the parasites got to wean them off that, okay? That's not American. Only thing free here is freedom, right? That's what they tell us. And just here's one more shot of that beautiful light rail, folks. Light rail. Moving like a feather on the wind. Just, no smoke, no wires, just humming along. And I think these rails were electrified, okay? And there's some kind of electric motor in here. Even though it's before they invented the alternating current, it's just before Tesla. Just wonderful. Oh, and look at this one. This just blew my mind. Okay, Henry was like, it's like I saw my mom again after she died and she came back to life. So this tree, this is a powerful photo, folks. Okay, while you're happy is this tree with that lightning rod right to the center. And you got your light rail just moving right along. This little boy looking at it, you're like perfectly aligned with that pole. That's kind of cool. And this guy's quite curious. I want my photo taken. These people must actually just be posing, right? It's all still. I would take it. But anyhow, and here they put this weather vane on top. I think that's another kind of like the English, the Brits putting that shit up there, trying to trick us. That wagon wheel, that ain't right. I think about those are canted. Sent his photo to somebody else, and he made a very good observation about this tree. I wouldn't have thought of. This is like a grounding system, okay? The tree is a natural grounding system, and it's probably also drawing in some energy, amplifying that pole. And here's just one more view of that beautiful image. I never see that image anywhere, except here in this picture in Salem. These are cute kids. There's like a little gang here, this is like the North Street gang, the Northies, okay? Don't fuck with them. And they put a birdhouse here. Who knows why? And look at this. These kids is out in front of the Salem Normal School. Okay? And where's our light rail? These people are aggressing. They got the rickshaw. You know, I respect this young man. Hustling. Trying to make a buck. He's waiting for somebody to give a lift to, but it don't look like there's a whole lot of people around. But we got a lot of schools. You know why? For the new populations. They take the old Tatan building. That's a school. That's a government building. You know, that's an orphanage, etc. A rickshaw. I didn't know that we had them rickshaws in the U.S., okay? This ain't China. Alright, so, and we just finished up here with one more image of this North Station. It's a beautiful station, and I tell you how wicked side that it, oh man, they're setting up fireworks around me outside. I don't know if y'all can hear that. My neighbors like to shoot fireworks. Anyhow, let's end it here. This is like the finale. Send the fireworks. Keep them coming, boys. So, this is another image of that North Station at the Washington Street. What we notice here, look at this, people. What do you see? It's like these cars are just regressing. Okay, now they lost the free energy grid. And they're pulling the damn thing with the horse and buggy. The horse. It's like sad, you know? Kind of sad. And I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed if I was that horse. Well, I gotta pull this thing all day now. And so, but we still have this beautiful Tartarian towers. This magnificent architecture that is like, I don't know how to describe it. Like a castle, you know, it's like a powerful, solid structure, you know, it's kind of rustic and it looked tough. The motherfuckers were tough, I think, to Titanium gonna build like that, okay? So, we got 2 antennas still, but they ain't using it no more, it's kind of trickling. These assholes, you know, these charlatans starting to take over. Here, you go ahead, sir, start pulling that carriage with a horse. We're gonna give you a horse, but you gotta feed him, and we're gonna rent him to you. And then you gotta charge the passengers now for that trolley ride. And you know what? It's not gonna be as good of a trolley ride. And you're gonna pay for it. Hey guys, about to go roadside, follow roadside.
See the USA in your Chevrolet.
Hey guys, I'm back. I just wanted to revisit this photo one more time because it says a lot. And I think I missed something that I want to mention. So we have this scene here where they're celebrating the birth of the nation, the centennial. We know that's very suspect. But what's interesting is what they've done, how they've festooned this Tartarian structure with these sort of superficial symbols of freedom and liberty of America. When you look at the American flag, look how loud it is. You know, the bars and stars. It's a very active flag. It's making a strong statement, which they intended from the beginning. It's a nice piece of propaganda. And look how they've already turned our energy rod, our antenna, into a flagpole that just sort of sums up the whole approach of the parasites in taking over this supposedly new world. We're supposed to believe this country, this new project, this great experiment is about liberty, about freedom. But I think that's a con that was designed in from the beginning. If we look at what liberty actually means, Merriam-Webster states the positive enjoyment of various social, political, or economic rights and privileges, power of choice. And where are we at today? Do we see much liberty? I think not, friends. Our choices are being narrowed, which I'm sure was the end game from the beginning. The illusion of democracy, the illusion of freedom, the illusion of liberty to do as one chooses within the rules of society. And now those rules are becoming tighter. And our great America is every bit a satire now as it was then. It's become quite obvious. The bars and stars defacing this beautiful Tartarian and sky antenna. The beginning and also the end. And now we're near the conclusion of this chapter, this American experiment, this grand charade of liberty. Okay, guys, I started to get a little heavy there, but I think that's just very interesting as a symbol.
Nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to sing with USA and sing.